Next, we're going to talk about our camp boundaries, which are basically our camp rules, but our boundaries to help keep us safe and help us to have fun. We're going to go over these when we get to camp. We're going to make sure these are really clear, but we want you to know about them beforehand as well, and so that parents, you're also understanding of what our rules are at camp. So the first one is actually it's going to be a no phone zone at camp. So when you get there, we'll collect campers' phones, we'll hang on to those, and at the end of camp, we will return them. Campers are welcome to bring their phones with them. So like for the drive, if they need to get a hold of you for pickup or anything like that, that's totally fine. But while we're at camp, we're gonna be asked to focus, and we've got a lot of really great fun activities. We won't even really have time to be on our phones, so we're gonna put them away for the weekend. You parents, if you need to get a hold of your camper, that's totally fine. We're gonna share Ellie's phone number with you, and she's gonna be your contact person. So if you have a question, if you need to talk to them, that's great. We'll just use our phones for them to get a hold of you. So no phone time at camp. Another rule we have is respect. So we respect one another, the fellow campers in the cabins. There'll be about 6 or 7 campers per cabin, 2 to 3 leaders per cabin, and that's really important that all campers respect their leaders. Their leaders are taking a lot of time to be there, that if they're asking them to do something, they go ahead and do it. They are certainly having your best interest in mind. Also, our camp leadership and the space that we're in, we borrow it, it's not ours, and so we need to make sure that we're respecting everything around us. So respect at all times during camp. Another rule boundary we have, no romantic relationships or no romantic touch at camp. So this is a time, again, where we've put a lot of plans and intention into it, and we want you to have the best time focusing on building friendships and connections, but those aren't romantic while we're at camp, okay? So that's just a baseline rule we have, no romantic relationships or touch at camp. Another one is no violence, no fighting, and no emotional or physical harm while we're at camp. So that's pretty self-explanatory. We don't have any tolerance for this piece. So if that were to happen, it usually will result in immediate dismissal, and one of our staff will have to deal with you with that and contact your parents. So let's just not do that at all, okay? Another one we have is to stick together. This has been a rule since camp started. So if you've been with us before, you know it, it's still a thing. Campers, you always have to be with a leader. That's to protect you, that's to keep you safe. So if you've got 2 or 3 leaders in your cabin, you're gonna get to break apart at different times during camp, but you'll always be with a leader. And at all times, there'll be 3 people. We don't ever have situations where you're in a room or away from other people where there's just 2. We're always with 3 or in sight of other people. Okay, and our last rule, if you've been to camp before, you know this one. Our last rule is have fun. And we mean this with the best heart and intention. We make this as much as we can to have it be a lot of fun. So come with an open mind, open heart to have a lot of fun with us. So let's do it.